it's bad.
Why do I think it's bad though?
That's sick though. That's sick. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation back with another video, and we are here at Dayton Cars and Coffee. And why don't you introduce yourself for everybody so they know who you are, and you can tell us a little bit about how long you guys been doing this.
Absolutely. My name's Kenny. Started Dayton Cars and Coffee about 10 years ago. Started launching events in about 8 years. I think this is our season 8. We had a skip year for obviously the downtime that we've had, but it's grown and grown and grown. It's now one of the top 10, I believe, in the U.S.
Awesome.
We have 1,200, 1,500 cars here this weekend.
And then how many times in the summer do you guys do this event?
Do it once a month. We were doing it every other weekend, but it was too big.
Okay, okay.
It's good problems to have, yeah. So we've been having a blast.
So we're in Austin's Landing, is that what it's called?
Austin Landing, yeah.
Okay.
It's right 675 meets 75, so it's on the corridor between Dayton and Cincinnati. So everybody can come from Indianapolis, Columbus, Cincy, etc. So
very nice
we got a little bit of everything. So it's classics, it's exotics. We got an Ariel Atom V8 that was on Top Gear right behind us. I'm sure I'll show you that.
Yep.
But just a little bit of everything. So this is a place everybody can come together, hang out, you know.
Enjoy. Hey man, thanks for the hospitality.
It's my pleasure.
And we're going to enjoy the show.
All right.
All right, thanks, man.
Take it easy.
I want to see an Integra Type S. They put a wide body kit on it.
Oh, so you're actually with me?
So look what we got here behind us. This is the first time seeing the Integra Type S wide body. So check it out. I'm guessing it's factory.
I got some stance to it. That is fire.
It's crazy when the
NSX. Peters, where you at?
Name, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, that is true actually, now that you mention it. Look at the exhaust on it.
Oh, wow.
That's nice, right?
It's different. It's three instead of
the two.
Yeah. That wide is that fender is fire though.
But this your first time seeing it, anybody? It's different. Look at the blacked out badge.
I'll rock that.
That's not what I expected.
Factory.
I'll rock that.
A lot of people been waiting for this car. It's a manual too.
It is?
It's a manual.
That's tight.
They let people sit in it. Check out the sticker.
Big bag.
Boy. Ooh, that's like Lexus prices.
Should I trade in my M4 and get this?
Nope. Sound like a sewing machine.
Oh, it's on?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You got the Alcantara.
Yeah, you got that shit. It look copper.
52?
What's up? Yeah.
It's too small change.
Same as
Spend that more on that. Okay.
well, we spend that on clothes,
I'll get you in the video, man. Ready?
Yes, on.
All right. We got shots by 2X behind the camera. Shout out to him. Follow him on Instagram. And we got another YouTuber right here, Q the Chaotic.
What's going on?
Came all the way from Michigan. So go ahead, shout out, tell them about your channel a little bit.
So my name is Q the Chaotic. Follow me, Q_the_chaotic. I got content on my Integra, which is on the way out, in the BMW M2 competition, all manuals.
So he says it's on the way out, so you got to tell him what you're going to get.
It's a secret for now, but I got a couple cars in mind. Like, it's a lot of new stuff coming out I want, but stay tuned, tune into the channel, you'll see.
You're an engineer, right?
I am. Yeah.
So y'all want to get cars like Q the Chaotic? Engineering.
Yeah. Quality engineer. Been an engineer for like 12 years now.
Quality engineer?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. These headlights are fire.
Yeah.
So we got shots by 2X behind the camera. He could probably tell you more about it than I can.
I really don't know too much about the M5.
Nice.
Twin turbo V8. This is a comp.
Those are factory lights.
Yeah, yeah, it's all stock.
All stock.
Even the carbon?
Even the carbon. Even the M Performance exhaust is also stock exhaust from BMW.
Clean.
Yeah.
That's me.
I like it. See, this is what I like. They put the intelligent adaptive cruise
Yeah, like right
sensor.
in front there.
They sit it right in the
It's up there
center.
in front of the mirror too, like both of them. So.
Oh, okay. See, I have one of those.
M3.
Well, I got an M4. But they put it on the side.
Off center.
Yeah. But Nice car, man. What's the name of the color?
This is San Remo green.
San Remo?
San Remo, yeah. This is actually one of the last ones to come off production. So it's a 2023. I think you can't even get any more allocations. They're gone now.
No more allocations. Beautiful car, M5 competition. So, what's the difference between this engine and an M4?
This is a twin turbo V8. Your car has
Oh, this is a V8.
Yeah.
Ooh,
6 cylinders.
fast. You put some wheels on it?
Not yet. So
That's factory?
Yeah. This is factory. So
Wow,
I'm talking to these guys. I'm probably looking at some HREs or something like that. I'm still trying to figure it out. Start with figure out burn out the Pirellis first and before I go.
Is this X-Drive?
Yes.
You can switch it rear though.
I was gonna say,
rear.
I forgot that when I bought mine. I got the rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I should have got the X-Drive because you could turn off the all-wheel drive and you can make it rear-wheel.
Is yours manual?
No, I got the.
Okay, so this one is rear wheel and it's manual.
You did good with those
Yeah,
wheels
he's got-
color.
That's the color I was gonna get.
You said this was rear wheel?
Manual.
Oh wow, he's doing burnouts for days.
Oh yeah.
So that's one thing a mistake when I got my car is I got rear wheel drive because I wanted to be sliding around acting a fool like Hamza. But I forgot with the X-Drive you can put it in rear wheel drive mode completely. So but it was probably more. It probably cost a lot more X-Drive.
Not even.
What, like extra 5-10 grand?
Maybe extra 5, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I should have got X-Drive. So I made a mistake on that. Hey, you live and you learn. Let's go see some more cars.
I want to see this.
What's what I'm saying?
This right here. See what we got done to this bad boy.
See, the silver looks good with this color blue.
Yeah, these
A contrast.
are the exact wheels I was about to get.
Hey, look at the interior.
Hey, check his taillights out. Those are the ones I was telling you about.
I'm not a fan of those carbon buckets. You said the what? The headlights?
The taillights. These are the laser lights.
Okay.
This engine bay is very nice. Carbon buckets.
No hazy.
No hazy. What you think?
Oh yeah, no hazy. Look at the exhaust. What exhaust is this?
Richland forged wheels on there.
AWE, that's what I want to get.
Yeah.
Whose car is this? Can I hear your exhaust? So I got the M4. So you got the tail lights on yours?
Yep.
You got the AWE. How you like the AWE?
It's pretty good. It's not super loud. Still got the valve so I can close it and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want mine. Is that aftermarket splitter?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
You got yours dialed in.
It's getting there. Yeah, it's getting there.
Tune it, all that.
Yeah, so I did Femto, DME unlock. It's got boot mode.
He unlocked the DME on
The
it.
guys overseas, is that okay?
Finland. Yeah, so I shipped the DME over. It's got a boot mode stage 1 tune on it. It's probably about 600 wheel at the moment.
Downpipe is it?
No.
So that's what it's going to be killer, yeah. But you're rear-wheel drive too?
Yep. Wheel drive manual.
How is it in traction? Like third gear?
It breaks loose a little bit.
Third?
Yeah.
I'll go first and second.
Yeah. Oh,
I love these cars are crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
So I've been talking to AWE about getting an exhaust. So I'm curious if it's okay to hear what.
Oh yeah, I'll turn on. This is the switch path too. So like you know they got the track version, and this is the switch path.
Is the switch path controlled by the exhaust button or?
Yeah, it works just like factory, but I will say I do have a Taylor valve controller on here, so it opens it all. Yeah, so I've got a valve.
How does that work? Is it a remote?
Yeah.
Is it like something? Can I see what it looks like?
I'll pee my forces.
Got the same color. Okay.
So this allows it because these BMWs, like even when the valves are open from factory, they're not fully open all the way. So this forces it to be all the way open.
Okay.
Because after I put this exhaust on, I was like, I wonder what it sounds like if I take the valve controller off and it's quieter. So now that I put it back on and it opens the valves all the way.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what it sounds like. Get a little deeper. It's deeper.
Yeah. I think these are valves off. This is valve off.
It's got like a boomy sound to it.
Yeah, I think that's valve off.
Deep, way deep.
intake sounds good.
I gotta see the intake right here.
I will say it sounds different under load.
What's the intake?
Those are Project Gamma.
Project Gamma, yeah.
So even like revving at a stop right now, it doesn't. You can't really hear any of the induction noise. But like when I'm moving,
That sounded
they're
good.
very loud.
Yeah, we could hear this.
I heard it, yeah.
That's old carbon fiber seats right there.
Yep. All this.
Front mount.
Yep. One there. One for each turbo. I did black filters just to keep it more
Yeah, that's
subtle.
sweet. Look at
It's
that.
front mount,
I
yeah.
didn't even see that.
It's slick, you don't notice it.
Yep. The annoying part about it. So I have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
You do too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I recognize it.
Yeah, I'm about to start making some content.
Oh, good.
What's your channel? Shout your channel out.
Accelerated motion. Yeah, so it's all BMW DIY content, a lot of just modifications. And then I actually just picked up a 1976 BMW 2002 project car that I'm going to restore and do some stuff.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, so I have a video on there where I show you how to install the intake system. You have to pull the whole bumper off and cut the plastic around here just to be able to fit the tubes through. It was kind of a serious install, but here's the thing. The thing about it too is like, I don't know if you've got like aftermarket grills and stuff on yours yet, but
not yet.
I would plan to do all of it at once.
One time.
Yeah, because like I've had this thing on and off like 3 times. One for the intake, one for this, one for that. Like it's just easier to do all at the same time.
Nice setup, man.
I appreciate it.
Are those Richland Ford wheels?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
You happy? You notice the difference in power with that?
they claim like 10 to 12 horsepower, but from a butt dyno, I can't tell. It's more for the noise. Yeah. 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 I had a guy
Powder coated.
custom paint it.
Oh, okay. Man, good job.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
I'll check out your YouTube channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And the wheels are Richland Forged. Those are it's a brand new design. They just came out with it. That's one of my sponsors. It's their GT3R wheel.
I like those. Those are, you got those factory.
What's that?
Those are lasers.
Oh yeah.
Mine doesn't have the factory. Yeah, you need one of these. This might be it right here.
These are quick, Sean.
So have you had any noteworthy tunes?
No, not really. I've lost to quite a few cars. Like my buddy's got that Tesla plaque.
Ruby Star Red R8. Very clean. Very clean. Nice Super too. They got a lot of clean stuff here. This car is dope. What happened? Not here. Word he said.
Civic Type R. My favorite thing about it has to be the Heritage Cocoro's, the 3-piece wheel.
Oh wow.
They're custom made to order. It is their 3-piece option instead of their monoblock.
Yeah.
Artwork is done by Ontakra Input from Japan. One of the very few artists that does Gundam work. The anime itself is Darling in the Franxx by Studio Trigger. My main sponsor is Senpai Squad down in Texas. They host quite a large car scene events down there. Yeah. Try to keep attention to detail where I can.
Very beautiful. How long have you had your car?
About 3 years.
And what is something you think people should know about these when it comes to driving them?
They're surprisingly really well handling.
Yeah.
I was shocked, and I've had friends who have had vastly different cars all speak very highly of it.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that a Honda is able to handle as well.
Yeah, I love it. Any performance mods onto it, or is it more cosmetic?
A lot of cosmetic, downpipe. I have a reduced cat, all the way back exhaust, titanium, full shifting setup, short shifter, and a ECU flash tune.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you.
No problem.
Very unique.
All right, so one of my favorite specs for Porsche. You guys just got done seeing the Honda. It was fully customized. But my favorite color for a Porsche is the chalk gray. And GT3 RS 2019, beautiful spec, came from Prestige Imports in Miami. And
Same place you got that car.
just a beautiful spec. Just a beautiful spec. This is the kind of car you can take to the track and you can take it to the car show. So
It's a YSAC package too, but the hood is painted on it. So it looks slick. It looks super slick. HRE wheels on it. And I'm a big wheel guy, so yeah, this is done right.
roll cage in it.
Can't beat it.
All right, so we just made it out here to our investment project number 1 of 2. So I don't know if I'm gonna make this 2 videos or 1, but we have my realtor Rich here. If you guys wanna get in touch with my realtor, if you're thinking about investing in Central Ohio or any part of Ohio, actually, Realty Ohio is the company that Rich works for. Rich, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
614-554-7705. I've always enjoyed getting phone calls from Will's subscribers.
All right. If you guys want to catch them on email or do you?
Yeah, they can email me at rich@explorecentralohio.com as well.
There it is. All right, so we're going to check out the status, a little bit of background on this project. It's a brand new house. It's a new build investment strategy, a flip actually. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing in this particular project and the status of it. So decided to meet Rich out here, and then we're going to check out the other project that we have going, which is the same strategy, but I'm not hands-on with the rehab. I'm just funding the project. So let's go take a look inside. Okay, welcome to the investment project. So as you can see, we got vinyl flooring in here. This was just put in here as a placeholder. We're putting wood floors in here all the way back to the living room area. Thanks. So I just was telling Rich I ordered the flooring from Floor & Decor. It's like a modern grayish mocha color, so it'll go well with these cabinets that we have in here that are dark. So I didn't want to have too dark colors, so the flooring is a little bit lighter. But here's our kitchen. In the basement, we went with a slightly different color in the basement because we didn't want it to be too dark. So you'll actually get to see that. You probably already saw it. You went down there. Okay, so it'll be a surprise for Rich. The other thing we did down in the basement is we matched up the towel. So you'll see in the basement, in the bathroom, we've got the same towel as the upstairs. So I'm happy about that. So we'll take this carpet up and put it down in the basement once we're done with it. But to add value to this house, to this new build, we finished the basement. So they're in the process of painting everything right now, but you'll see the changes that we've made down here. Had to do electric. Oops. There we go. Ceiling lighting, storage back here. Got a little storage space back here. Nice amount of storage space actually. Storage space under the stairs. So now we're getting ready to paint the trim. Painted the walls already. And we put a kitchenette in and an island and went with gray instead of the dark chocolate color for the cabinets. So I'm gonna put a microwave up here. Got to get granite countertops and a sink in there, and then a refrigerator for down here. And then I got to cover this up with granite, and then we got to get a backing. So I don't know. Hopefully Lowe's sells that. But we got these from Lowe's. But figured I'd go ahead and finish that out. Bathroom, we put the tile in. I don't know if we can step on it yet, but I think it came out pretty good. There it is. So we use the same tile as upstairs, but the bigger ones. Try to give it a little, and we went up and down. This is one of those rich suggestions for the shower.
It
So
gives it a different look than what you see in a typical bathroom. When you take that tile vertical, it just makes it look so much bigger than if you take it horizontal. It's just an optical illusion, but it makes a big difference.
Yep, so we got the towel in there. So we got to put the toilet in, we got to put the vanity in, and trim out shoe molding around the baseboards, and put some racks in there. So very happy that that got done. So I'm just hoping that the granite doesn't take that long, but I got to wait 2 weeks for the flooring to show up. So within that 2 weeks, I want to have everything else done. And the only thing we're waiting on is the wood flooring for upstairs. I know I can get the carpet done quickly. Kitchen, I think I'll take some of that. I don't know if I should put tile in the kitchen, in that area, or if I should put,
LVT.
What'd you say?
I'd get out with LVT.
That laminate?
You know, the thicker
Oh, okay.
luxury vinyl plank.
Yeah. So I got to get them to do that. Probably the guys that are, well, actually, maybe I have enough flooring left over. But I got to put some hard flooring down in the kitchen area. Then we're going to carpet everything else down here, including the bedroom. So we got a bedroom back here. Little touch-ups with the paint. Nice big closet. Have you seen this already?
I've seen the layout.
Oh, okay.
Been down recently, but yeah, this whole setup is just really sweet.
So this is very, very similar to a house that Rich and I did in Blacklick. Very, very similar layout. So the basement is similar as well. So we're just trying to knock it out. Got the little ceiling fan in here. So just trying to finish it up here within maybe two more weeks, and then get this thing listed and try to sell it before the summer's not over, essentially. So
the whole strategy on this kind of work is to basically buy in the path of progress, get in early on a subdivision, and just allow the builder to build in your equity, and then go in and add value to the property. That's exactly what happened here. I mean, this exact same house to build, if you were to contract this house to build today, it's about $115,000 more than it was when you went into contract on it.
that's awesome. So $115,000 more on the base price of the house. Plus we put out of my pocket probably looking like about 30-some thousand in this basement. So we'll see how much we can make off of that as well.
And the big thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go head to head with the builder on their specs. You want to do something that they don't do. So we made some adjustments to this house. A lot of people don't realize that you can do that with some builders. So we made some adjustments to make the floor plan just really pop and really big. What that did was it added square footage to the kitchen, added square footage to the pantry, added square footage to the master bath and the master bedroom and the master closet, all the important spaces. We improved those areas. Then with the finished basement, that just kind of is icing on the cake. And then you take it one level above what the builder's going to do.
And exactly what the strategy is. Now I did have a first for me. So I use subcontractors to do the work. This particular house is a little bit farther away from my house, so I'm not out here checking it every day, like if it was in my zip code. So I have, but the guy who contracted to do the framing for the basement and the trim, somebody I used before, he did a good job, but he uses subcontractors. He has some subcontractors that, according to them, they thought that this house was owned by the builder and not by an investor. and they were going to other houses and taking some materials like trim and doors to finish the basement, and they weren't supposed to do that. So that is something that you have to be careful of, to keep an eye on your contractors and their subcontractors so that they don't mess around and jack up your reputation by doing something that they should not be doing. So that actually happened in this house. First time it's ever happened on any of my properties. So I have to get that straightened out with the builder, but then we'll be okay. So keep an eye on those contractors. Okay, so a lot of you guys want to know, well, okay, you got a brand new house. How are you going to make money off of it, right? So we have these conversations, some of my favorite conversations, because Rich has a knack for knowing and guessing exactly what the house will go for. I think I do pretty good as well as far as going for the gusto sometimes. So we have these conversations about pricing the house. So one of the things he already said was the base price of this house has gone up over $100,000. So that's definitely going to be a consideration. But then we're adding value. We just had a conversation about a little bit of outdoor living space, putting a concrete patio in the back of this house. And of course, we've got some money invested in an add-on that builder typically won't do, which is a finished basement with the extra bedroom, an extra bathroom, full bathroom, storage space, all that good stuff. So these are how these conversations go when we talk about pricing. So the base price of the house has been bumped up.
Right.
This is I'm gonna get the kitchen in the background. So the base price has been bumped up by roughly $100,000. We paid 608-ish, I think it was. Six, a little over 600,000. So the base price of this house now is, well, it's going to be less than that because we added upgrades and stuff, and that 600 would be roughly 100,000 more. So, okay, but now we've got this extra living. We got an extra bedroom, an extra bathroom, an extra living room space. We're going to add a little bit of outdoor. So Rich knows the comparables. So we're basing usually the pricing off of what we think the house can sell for based on other similar spec and size houses. So Rich, why don't you give them your thoughts on current pricing in this area?
Yeah, so we're going to back up a little bit to
Okay.
back when you originally designed this house.
Okay.
So what we do in that case is we create what's called an avatar. Now everybody's familiar with avatars from video games, right? You're creating a character that this house is going to appeal to. And then you design the house to fit that avatar. So for example, let's say we're looking for a technology-oriented person. We're looking for a particular type of buyer that's going to be in that price point. You know, what is their job? What is their background? What type of things are they looking for in their house? And then you design the house as if you're that buyer, not you buying it, but the buyer that you're targeting. Mm-hmm. So you design that house around it. So when Will and I sat down to talk about designing the house, we designed the house with a little bit extra space in all the important places. We created flexible spaces because sometimes people will want 2 offices in this type of buyer. Mm-hmm. We designed a kitchen that had expanded spaces in it so that the kids can be on the computer at the island, all those kind of things. So we created all those things in the original design of the house. Then we created the downstairs space, we created the extra bedroom space, we made an extra bathroom in this house so that it would accommodate guests. Many times this buyer is inviting people in. And this particular buyer also likes to have kind of a wow factor, okay? So, for example, you know, we were just discussing before Will turned the camera on, the outdoor living space. Do we put a little bit of pizzazz in it, or do we just put a straight patio in, which outdoor living space is a great value add? Do we put a little bit of extra pizzazz in maybe some paint or some trim features or things like that that are going to appeal to that entertaining buyer? Those are the kind of things that will get your value add to give your biggest, you know, a little bit of trim is not expensive. Mm-hmm. A little bit of trim with art is expensive. Okay, so we create this house that appeals to that buyer. Then you start setting up comparable pricing. You look at what other homes in the area, whether they be new builds or whether they be existing homes that have sold. So homes in this area with this much square footage, this particular home has 5, possibly 6 bedrooms, okay? With 6 bedrooms, that already is something that's not in the market. We also have a full mother-in-law suite, also not in the market. So you kind of have to predict where this is going to go. Well, this particular home, if we didn't do another thing to it, if we just took this existing home, we put it on the market tomorrow for $765 all day long. Now, we do a couple of little things to it that don't cost $30,000. We put the house on the market for $795. It's knowing those things and understanding your buyer and not over improving. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about coming in and putting in gold-plated faucets, okay? But what I am talking about is putting in things that are of value to the buyer that you're trying to appeal to. An entertainment house is completely different than a house that maybe has a family member that is staying with them. I personally created an apartment within my house for my mother-in-law who lives with me. That was important to us. This particular house is both set up for either a younger or older person to live with the family, and is set up for whether it be large family gatherings, corporate meetings, you know, having people over that are more of a corporate nature. So this house will appeal to a couple of different niches. Therefore, we have to design the house and price the house to fit that particular end. Last but not least, the school district that this one sits in is also appealing to a particular type of buyer. That particular type of buyer puts high priority on the
school.
You know, these schools are on the U.S. News and World Report listing for the best schools in the United States. So you take all those things into account, you create this avatar of who your buyer is, you design the house to fit that buyer, and then you design the pricing to match up with that buyer, and then that's how it all comes together. All that sounds real complex, but to be dead honest with you, once you figure out who your buyer is, it becomes much easier. You know, you can't design the house for you.
Right. You gotta
design the house
for that buyer.
Who's going to buy it?
So we're thinking 760-ish to
765 if we didn't do another thing to it today.
just with the basement and the stuff that we've got
Just
planned.
the basement, stuff you got going on, finish it out. You know, we're probably in the 760s.
Okay.
Okay. The next house we're going to go look at, that's 775.
Okay.
So we're really close in comparable homes. But ironically, while it's almost the same designed house, it's 2 different buyers.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
So there it is, folks. Paid 600, right around 600. Maybe we come out of here 760 plus. We'll talk about the actual, how much I spent on these modifications to the house to get sort of a profit, but we'll do that at the end once the house sells. All right. So now we're going to check out a project that's very similar to this, different target buyer or slightly different target buyer, where I funded the project, but I'm not managing the modifications to the house. I'm just waiting for the ROI. So let's go check that out. So in this case, they would call me the hard money lender, I guess.
Right.
But we agreed to the terms, so I'm not like one of these hard money rapists.
And actually, Will, before we head over to the other project,
Yep.
let's kind of walk through some of the things that are going to be different about this
Let's do it.
house versus the other house.
Let's do it. Following you.
Okay. So, number one, the basement finish is a little bit different, a little bit different layout.
Layout. Okay, good. That'll be good. So let me cut the lights off here.
So this will be a little bit different layout in the basement simply because we learned from the last one. This is a little bit better layout from my personal view, but again, you have to understand the buyer.
The buyer. All right,
Okay.
let's check it out. So the basement will be different. Let me turn off this storage space. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so the upstairs will be completely different in the other house that we're invested in.
So this house, we closed off the 2-story great room to create a loft space upstairs. That creates more family gathering spaces, more space for the kids to play the video games, maybe an office. Remember I talked about those 2 offices that the buyer of this house is probably going to want. In this one, Will went ahead and upgraded the cabinets, put in the countertops because it made sense in this one. In the next house we're going to see, we actually took the whole kitchen out, redesigned it, and made it a completely different kitchen than what comes with the house. Additionally, Will went with a half bath here. We expanded the pantry immensely, but boy oh boy, wait until you see the pantry in the other one.
Okay.
And what came out of that.
Perfect.
So all those things play into it, and they are different, but like I said, you just have to understand who your buyer is. And once you understand that, the rest of it comes together.
All right, let's go check it out. Rich just brought something to my attention that I forgot about, is I had the house wired for under cabinet lighting. So there's a little junction electric box there.
Yeah, so these boxes are temporary to get you through inspections. And then when the actual fixtures come in, the wires in here actually
Connect
go
to
into
the lighting.
fixtures. Yep.
So got one there and the other one there, and none on that back wall.
Yep.
But that light switch must control them right there.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll control all the...
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's actually something I forgot that we did. But one thing is Rich is going to represent me not only for the purchase of this house, but also for the sale, which is good because it's things like that, because he was with me for the purchase. So he knows and remembers little details like that. So when I go to sell it, but because he was the person that was with me and represented me on the purchase, it's little details like that I can remember to do.
So let's talk about one thing here while we're looking, Will. So let's look at this fireplace, okay? This is the standard fireplace that comes with the house. Now, Will's not aware of this yet, I'm telling him on camera, but what I'm gonna recommend is that we come in, trim this out. This house is set up like farmhouse, so I'm gonna recommend we come in and we put like a feature above the fireplace, and that would be like shiplap, something like that. Maybe do an offset color that complements the kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, pulls that all together.
Yep.
The alternative would be to do this wall, but to be dead honest, you could get the same effect by doing this.
Okay.
So that's just an example of something you can do that really sets it off. Now in the other house that we're going to go visit, and we'll use this as just comparison. This wall, keep in mind we got a 2-story great room. This wall is all going to get an artistic trim treatment.
In the other house.
In the other house.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Because it appeals to that different buyer.
Yep.
The buyer of this house is going to be a little bit more muted in what they're expecting.
Okay.
But when someone walks in and sees that great big huge 2-story great room, they want that wow.
All right.
Where this one has more square footage and is more practical.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
All right. All right, so here it is. This is project number 2. Like I said, on this one, I am strictly an investor, lender for this one. I'm not managing the rehab. So Rich is going to walk us through it. Thanks.
So this particular house, while it looks the same, it's the same, roughly the same floor plan, a little bit different, but roughly the same. But it's a different type of buyer because of the other types of homes in the neighborhood. So this actually
Is it just me, or are the lots a little bigger?
Lots are a little bit bigger.
And more
This
space?
is a smidge bigger.
It seems like there's more space in between the houses.
Your lot over at the other one is about the same size as
I got a
this,
corner lot, yeah.
but the other lots,
Or smaller, yeah.
the lots here are all ½ acre or bigger.
Yeah, you can see they have more space around them.
Right.
Okay.
And then You can't see it from here. Well, maybe you can see the lights right over the hill. That's where the school is.
Oh, high school?
Literally walking distance to the high school.
Must be a high
Middle
school, yeah.
is right here, and the elementary school is right there.
Oh, okay, very nice.
This particular set of homes, while like I said, it's generally the same floor plan, it's a different appeal here than it was at the last one. The last one we're appealing to a buyer that maybe both of the people are working, that kind of thing. Maybe have a family a little bit larger, looking for 2 office spaces so they can work from home. This one is more where you've got a stay-at-home spouse, and then it's more of an executive level home.
Okay.
So while that sounds similar, they're different.
Yeah.
So therefore you design it differently.
Let's go check it out.
That's everything that's in this house.
All kind of stuff in here. All right, let's go check it out. So same builder, similar floor plan, but different mods, house hacks. Should be interesting. All right, there it is. Got the flooring already in. I like this. It's a lighter color flooring.
So this one we have a little bit different. So for example, the wow factor when you're walking the door, instead of having the double doors, we're going to put 2 sliding
barn door. Okay.
Also, if you notice, the farm fixtures are all modern farmhouse fixtures
Yep.
that we put in the house. There'll be some cubbies that will go along the entrance.
Okay.
Make it really that modern farmhouse.
Yep. I love those windows to the top. So
now we're going to 2-story great room. Check out that fan.
big ass fan, literally. And they're going all the way up to the ceiling right there, aren't they?
We're going to go all the way to the ceiling.
Okay.
With trim feature there. And then this is going to be a little bit more modern farmhouse design around the fireplace. And then all the way up, both this level and that level, we'll get kind of it's just a treatment that comes with the kind of modern farmhouse look. That'll go all the way up the staircase to complement the 2-story great room.
Okay. Now I kind of wish I did the spindles, but they are expensive.
Yeah.
So I think I might paint mine a off color from that white. I'm not sure what color yet, but the spindles look really good. Okay.
This one, we did make a miscalculation on this in that we replaced the kitchen in this. We did not take into account some of the supply chain issues that are coming with doing things like that. So we're a little bit behind on a couple of things, but we set up the cabinetry similar to the one you just saw. We're rearranging the entire cabinet space. There's going to be a matching hood that goes in that matches the cabinets. This particular unit,
That looks expensive.
yeah, we've got
That looks expensive.
fridge here.
Oh, another one.
Now we've got a whole separate kitchen behind the kitchen.
This is for your chefs back here.
And you have different.
Wow.
So again, when you're appealing to a buyer that is more executive level, they're going to have gatherings at their house.
Right.
So you want to make sure. So for example, when the countertop goes on this, not only will we have the seating off the front like you have, we're also extending the seating over the edge over here, so that people could have literally a business meeting right around the kitchen island.
Nice. I like these windows.
Then, like I said, just a little bit more of an executive feel. And that executive appeal is not necessarily more expensive or better. It's just a different feel in the house.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. All right.
Then we're actually putting the kitchenette in the...
And the mother-in-law suite.
We took the cabinets out. Coming back in with cabinets here, we got a little undercover fridge,
Okay.
all that kind of thing.
Okay. So this will be a little kitchenette area for their mother-in-law.
Yeah, the cabinets will come in here. just a microwave, no sink, no nothing, just, you know, kind
Warm
of
up some
like a little
food.
kitchenette. So literally this house will have 3 spaces that are kitchen-like.
There's one in the basement too?
There's a little bar in the basement.
Okay, all right.
And then mother-in-law suite. And now,
I like the ceiling fan.
key
I like
to doing
that.
these mother-in-law suites,
Gotta have the pocket door.
you gotta have the pocket door to
Yeah.
close it off.
So we do have that in ours. So,
Now this one,
Sweet.
where you have a half bath, the reason that pantry is so much bigger is when we made the half bath, we went with full bath.
does the lighting come on in there? There we go.
So it's a lot deeper when we did the adjustment.
Yep. Full bath right there, nice.
So this space up front could be a bedroom with a full bath right off.
Yeah, perfect, yep.
Again, that's for guests that are staying, that kind of thing.
You guys did some different stuff upstairs as well?
A couple of different things. I actually like your bathroom really a lot in the other house. But this one's coming along nicely also. So again,
Oh, that's
we decided
nice.
to appeal to a different buyer. This is going to be a dressing area for, you know, have the proper lighting, the adjustable lighting, all that kind of thing over in this area. We're going to customize out all the closet space. That's more the custom type closets.
Those lighting fixtures are nice.
Yeah, very classic modern farmhouse style fixtures. Your shower I love in the other house. I
Really?
like this shower, but the shower in
We got a really big shower in the other house.
yeah.
Nice.
Then we went with the big farmhouse ceiling fans, all that kind of thing. This is almost identical to the size of the other house for the master bedroom. But keep in mind, when we made the adjustments to this house, the extensions we put on added room to the kitchen, the pantry, the flex space, the master bedroom, the master bathroom, the master closet. It was extensions all to the right places.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
Yep.
So big difference between this house and my house is that they have the vaulted ceiling over the living room, where I have a bonus room right here. So we have extra living space where they have extra lighting and a more dramatic entry into the living room area. That's the trade-off.
And then, I don't know if you're doing this in the other house, Will, but we'll come in here, we get tile in the laundry room.
Oh, a nice
These
little
cabinets
cabinet.
are gonna go up above,
Okay,
okay?
nice.
So, similar house, but yet you can see it's totally different, even though it's the same floor plan technically.
I want to see the basement.
Yep.
Let's go check out the basement. All right, so we're going down into the basement, and we'll see kind of what this one looks like, what the layout looks like.
As soon as we go there, lights up.
Oh, no lights. This camera's pretty good in the dark, though.
It's really dark.
Yeah, I can see pretty good. Yeah, maybe we can use our cell phones here. But so what are we seeing right here as soon as we come in?
Okay, so the first entry, there'll be a bar that comes in here.
Okay,
So this bar will just be like a service bar.
okay.
Back here, we've got light. We've got a bathroom here.
There's a bathroom in the middle.
Yep, that'll be accessible from both sides. But the bathroom is directly off of the bedroom.
I like the textured ceilings. That's nice. I might need to get whoever textured these ceilings to do mine.
Yeah.
It
This is
is.
the same as what's upstairs.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe I should get that done.
So the bedroom here is on a different side of the house,
It's nice.
but we made it oversized again, you know, thinking more like a teenager's type suite
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Big closet.
Yep. So closet over here. All right.
Now, what's going to be difficult with the lighting, and let's see if I can get my flashlight up here as well.
You know where they got that right there from? That's their vanity for the bathroom, right?
That's vanity for bathroom.
I need the exact same one.
That's the line that he represents.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the exact same one.
They're better now, but
So this is similar. You got the storage over here. So that's similar to mine. Okay.
and then there's a little storage closet for like games, that kind of thing.
Okay, a little storage closet right here.
Yep.
All right.
And then these are the cabinets for the bar.
Okay.
Okay. And then this is set up more like a theater room.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So while
Nice.
it's not as big a space, it's more set up to be like a theater room.
Yep.
Again, thinking of the buyer that you're trying to appeal to.
Right. So they can come down here, watch movies or sports or whatever they want to do here in a little nook.
That.
Nice. And then this is the access to the utilities.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
So there's more storage back here.
More
as well.
storage. Yep. A lot of space around the utilities to use. Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. Yeah, lots of value
So
here.
the same but different.
Awesome.
All based on, again, who's your buyer? Seriously, people in real estate, let's go to the light here. Because this is an important point.
Okay.
Okay? Hey. So this is a point that I was making to every investor I ever talked to. A lot of people think that real estate is about houses and land. And it took me almost 10 years in the real estate business to figure out that it's not. It's about people, relationships, and adding value, solving problems. So when I say know your buyer, you're solving a problem for that buyer. You're just doing it through real estate. You could do the same thing programming a computer or making a YouTube video or any of those things. If you're solving a problem and you're making that relationship and trying to solve someone's problem or make their life better, that's the key. It's not necessarily about land and houses. That just happens to be how you solve problems. So, like I said, I was in the business 10 years before I figured out that if you fix someone's problem, just happens to be through houses and land, that's what real estate's about. Yeah, everybody talks about how nice a house is or a place to live, and certainly that's important, okay? But if you change the mindset from I'm gonna make money to I'm gonna help someone, if you help someone in what you do, in how you design a house or set up a computer program, that kind of thing, if you help someone first, you'll make 3 times as much money.
Right.
And that's part of what Will has learned. I mean, when Will and I first met, I had not learned that yet. He certainly hadn't learned that yet. But Will actually taught me that if you do things better than people expect, you'll make much more money. And you'll have a better reputation.
Reputation is key.
All those things. I was just talking the other day. I get almost 100% of my business is from referrals. And that's because I've helped people. Not because I got them a better deal on land or a better deal on a house. In this market, there's no deals to be had. But if you fix problems, if you think about who you're serving, think about who you're creating this house for, and then you create it to what they want, you'll make more money than if you save a dime here by putting in a lesser quality granite, or you rush through to get something done, and you end up getting it done short. The carpenters that were working for Will on the other house, they tried to cut a corner, and in the process
lost the entire relationship.
They lost the entire relationship, let alone relationship with all the people that I would have brought them down the road. So when you're doing this kind of work, this is so important, and it's probably the most valuable thing that you'll hear. Don't think about the money you're making. Think about how you're going to make someone's dreams come true, or their life better, or those kind of things, the money will make itself if you do that. But seriously, if you go into it thinking about, well, I've got a budget of $40,000, I can't go 1 penny above.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You could shoot yourself in the foot.
Well, Will and I were talking about whether to put in a $3,000 improvement over at the other house or not.
Right.
Well, that $3,000, number one, could be the answer to it selling faster.
Right.
Might not give more value, but sell it faster.
Right.
But it also could add value, and they'll pay you more.
Right.
You have to be more in tune with who you're selling to, and you won't have a single problem ever. Any business you're in, not just real estate.
So one other thing I'm going to piggyback on that is, like, when I actually got into real estate, I started off with Rich actually buying real estate for investment, like for long term, buy and hold. And at first I was kind of scared, like I didn't want to be a landlord and stuff like that. But to Rich's point about helping people and solving problems, I said, you know what, this is just like any other business. People are customers and clients, but you target the kind of customers that you want for your business. So I target the type of customers that are looking for a slightly higher end product in a middle class area. And that's what I did, and it worked out. But at the end of the day, it was all about, to Rich's point, solving problems and helping people. So that's what we're doing right now.
And more importantly, the lesson that Will taught me, I would have never done some of the improvements that Will did on some of his rental properties. His rental properties are like walking into a house that he flips. I mean, they're really good. This one should be done. He's got trim guys coming out to put all the trim and stuff up.
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Grant's on its way, yep.
Looking about probably 6. I think for mine, 2 weeks and some change, depending on my flooring. But I should be able to get, well, and depending on flooring and granite. I don't know how long the granite guys are taking right now for installation.
3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. So maybe I'm looking at 3 weeks. My flooring's 2 weeks, but I think everything else should get finished up in that 2 to 3 week period. So hopefully we can get listed. Oh, and then the concrete. But I figure we don't have to. Do we have to have that in before we can list it?
We can tell them it's coming.
It's coming.
Better if it was in. See, there's another example. See that guy over there doing all that work on his back?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to put something in the back and make it look nice. All right. So let's give Rich a shout out in the comments. Drop us some questions. Drop us some comments letting us know your thoughts. And yeah, we'll have Rich in another bonus video. Maybe do a live stream coming up soon.
Yeah,
and
plus if you put your comments in, I'll hang out in the comments for probably a couple days.
Yeah, Rich is keep an eye on the video once we drop it. But hit that join button on the channel, man. We're trying to build up our membership so we can do some custom videos where you guys ask us a question and we'll shoot a video for it. Thanks, Rich.
Take care, guys.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Will Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Will Motivation and support Will. I'm supporting him. You do the same.